we have another $5 super chat, and so this is
Appreciate
going to go.
Yes, guys, we really do.
This is going to go into my point. $5 from Donnie Trowell. Thank you, Donnie. We appreciate your support. Book, your storylines with Rock and Austin are the most underrated collabs in WWE history. They were already big, but you helped push them to the moon. Do you feel that way?
You know what? In a lot of ways, yeah. You know, because but my thing was this, man. When I came into WWE, talk to young people all the time. You got to know how to, you got to know how to fit in the locker room before you can fit in the ring. We were just talking about going watch the A&E documentary last night. It was a story that was told on there, and it was the first time that I really felt the gravity of the situation. And it was when I came in and boom, dropped Steve Austin, and Steve Austin ended up breaking 3 bones in his back. I didn't know that. This is one of their top guys. Steve Austin, he said, man, coming in and doing something like that, you can go under a lot of heat in the locker room. Boom, just like that, your career could be over with. So it was a pressure situation for me coming in to WWE. Now, of course, I wanted to get myself over, but I knew what my job was coming into WWE at that time, and that was to get Rock over, get Stone Cold Steve Austin over, keep myself over, and do business. Figure out what this thing is going. You got to know how to get your foot in the door before you're gonna ever have a chance of staying in the house. So that what my deal was when working with Stone Cold and working with The Rock. So the thought process for me, work. People ask me, man, what about The Rock? What about Stone Cold? You remember, what about this match you had? I think you even was talking to me about that. Man, I don't remember that match. Right. Just because I was thinking about the work and what I had to do to figure out this WWE thing. And they threw me right in the deep water right from the beginning with the 2 top guys in the wrestling world at that time.
Yeah, I mean, it's really fresh out the frying pan into the fryer with your WWE career. But here's the thing, too. Austin was established, sure, in 01, but what people kind of forget is this is right after WrestleMania 17, where he's kind of supposed to be this quasi-heel, right? He turned heel at 17, and then you came in just a couple months later. And so it actually put the battery in Steve Austin's back with the fans because the heel turn wasn't really working for us. We wanted to cheer for Steve Austin. And then with that, incident, we've talked about on the show, it seemingly since its existence, the grocery store fight and everything else that you and Austin did together, that put the battery in his back to kind of reignite and re-spark the love that the fans had for Steve Austin as a babyface. Same thing for The Rock, though. Here's what people fail to mention when they talk about The Rock's career. When Rock would go away from movies, we weren't happy about it. We wanted to see The Rock on television. Yeah. So when he came back, it kind of felt like, oh, this is like the girl who you can always call who's going to pick up the phone because she has the hots for you. You know what I mean? And we felt like playing second fiddle. So when Rock came back, even during the invasion angle, he had, this vocal minority, a little chorus of boos.
Yeah.
And then the segment with Booker T and The Rock on SmackDown, and then Jericho and Booker T and The Rock and Rhino, I believe, somebody was it Rhino on the stage?
Yeah. Stephanie.
And Stephanie, that really, again, boom, it put The Rock back in the position and in the fans' minds that we wanted.
I never really thought about it like that. You know what I mean? I really never did. I just knew when I was working with someone, I was the heel. Especially up there coming in, I was the heel. Took me a while before the fans warmed up to me, but I knew what my job was. I wasn't one of those guys looking for adulation or anything like that. I was looking for, what a script. You know what I mean? And what I got to do? How do I got to fit? What do I got to do this week? And I was so laser focused as far as the detail, going out here and making it right. I was so nervous every week. My palm would be sweating, like profuse. And I was like, wow. But it made me, it put me on the edge to the point to where it worked for me. But man, man, I never thought about it that way. But hey, I guess that's just the way it was. Star Maker, man. Star Maker. Stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute.